are going racing on a brand new box fresh 2006 RM250 two-stroke. We must be mental. And poetically, this Dream Ride series will conclude here at the world famous Farleigh Castle, aka the Field of Dreams. In the series so far, you've watched and heard how I bought my dream machine and tortured myself over the summer trying to decide whether to ride and devalue the bike or to just lock it away in the vault. Obviously, we chose to go for the more fun option, and the bike was everything I dreamed it would be and more. But that wasn't quite enough. This bike wasn't just born to be ridden, it was born to be raced. So I offered our channel test rider Sean the opportunity to win a chance to race this bike here at Farleigh Castle. And as you saw in the last episode, he beat me in a best of 3 cat and mouse challenge to earn his spot on that line this weekend. So I know how I felt when I rolled onto the track for the first time on this bike. But Sean, how are you feeling as we're about to go and pop the race cherry of our dream ride here? What's going through your head right now?
Super excited, like incredible. I mean, we're at the Field of Dreams. You've got the castle behind us. I mean, you couldn't be at a better place to ride this bike. So yeah, roll on tomorrow because yeah, I'm gonna smoke everyone on this baby.
I'm gonna hold him to that. I think that's enough chat for now. Let's go racing. The Farleigh Castle Vets MX event is one of the biggest vintage motocross events in the world, and Sean will be racing in the Ultra Evo over 50s class, which is for any two-stroke made before 2008, and it's full of big name riders and legends of the past.
So that was quali, just got out of the way. I think I got 4th. Yeah, just man, it's completely different to anything that I've ridden before, and it's still brand new, so the old headstock's a bit loose and things like that, so I'm just going to run through it, change a few things, and then try and get comfortable on it. It's yeah, because it's so fresh and new. Oh man. And the tyres are from 2006 as well, so but yeah, it's I'll get there though. You know, I mean, the bike's unreal. Power-wise is just phenomenal.
I think it makes you about 500 up the hill.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's when you're shifting through the gears on, you know, on the pipe and it's peaking. It's just, the sound is just puts a smile on my face. It actually gives me goosebumps. So, you know, that alone, you know, has done it for me. So yeah, happy days. Let's go.
What's it like watching it, Max?
I think I'm feeling a bit different to Sean today. And now it's the band-aid's ripped off now, isn't it? So it's dirty. Let's go racing. It's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. We've started this machine. We've ridden this machine. Now it's time to race this machine. How will she perform? How will Sean perform? It's time to find out. It's time for this bike's first ever gate drop. Here we go then, the gates are down. And it's Greg Hansen with a big hole shot on the KX500 there. Sean's class here is stacked with legendary names from British and American motocross. Storming into the third corner then, it is the American Doug Duback who's taking the lead there on board his YZ250. Dr. D there, famous around the world for these vet races. He had a great career racing in AMA, motocross and supercross. He's continued his success here racing at vintage and veteran events. He leads the way ahead of Greg Hansen, a former 125cc British champion. There we have Mark Eastwood on the number 3 CR250. He's just passed into second place around the KX500 of Greg Hansen. Eastwood, another legendary name from British motocross. He also spent time racing GPs and spent some time racing in the States as well. He's into second now. Lurking there in 4th position on the YZ250, that's Jeff Perrott, another former Grand Prix racer here, making his living as Mr. Motocross here in the UK. Commentator, social media personality and journalist. He's in 4th position ahead of our man Sean Smith there, who's sending it up the Farleigh Castle hill here. Absolutely on the gas on board the RM250. This is what we love to see. So Sean's in 5th position here on the opening lap of action. He's got another RM250 behind him. That's the Suzuki of Phil Lewis there on the number 28 machine. The Honda of Andy Watkins lurking as well. The track in absolutely prime race conditions at the moment. Is sending it down the hill. He senses an opening here. Jeff's left the door wide open. Sean is close, but not quite close enough to make the pass. They go storming on towards the finish. Motocross is awesome. 2-stroke motocross is awesome. This is epic. Across the line to complete lap number 1. Eastwood into the lead now. Duback 2nd. Hansen 3rd. Perrett 4th. Sean Smith 5th, defending the inside from an attacking Phil Lewis then. And Sean on the attack himself now. Desperately trying to make a pass on Jeff Perrett here as they head into the woods because he is being attacked from behind by Phil Lewis and Andy Watkins. He closes up into the woods. Sean tries to make a pass around the outside of Jeff, but Jeff gets good drive as they head up to the plateau. Next up are the dreaded Farleigh Castle steps. Left. This is so much steeper than it looks on video. Jeff locks up the rear wheel there. Sean is all over him now, looking to make a pass somewhere here in the woods. Very tricky off-camera corner next here. Oh, Jeff locks up the back again. Holds up Sean somewhat. A mistake from Sean. Allows Phil Lewis to make a pass then. So Sean drops a position after getting hung up on the rear wheel of Jeff Perrett there as they came out of the wood section. This is fast and furious action here at Farleigh Castle on day 1. The Farleigh Castle Vets MX. Oh, Sean! It's got off the track there. Hold on to it, Sean. Just sending it a little bit too hard up the hill. And Phil Lewis is immediately on the attack, trying to make a pass on Jeff Perrett quickly here. Squirts away from the RM250 of Sean Smith. So Phil Lewis does make the pass very quickly on Jeff Perrett, something that Sean wasn't able to do last lap around. So Phil Lewis is the man on the move at the moment. Sean is having to defend his lines from an attacking Andy Watkins. Sean's very fast down that final hill into the final turn around the tree here, across the line to complete lap 2. Sean's going to have to make a pass on Jeff Perrett here if he wants to keep Phil Lewis in his sights. The lead 3 riders seem to have disappeared for now at the front. It's a battle for 4th position between Lewis, Perrett, Smith and Watkins. Into the woods they go again. Jeff's been looking over his shoulder and it looks like he's resigned the position to Sean Smith. So Sean is back into 5th position now. Is there anything he can do about Phil Lewis here? Andy Watkins is around Jeff Perrett as well, so the Honda is still lurking there behind Sean. Sean cannot relax. He's got to keep on the gas here as we head towards the latter stages of the race. Whoa, hang on to it, Sean. That back end sliding out there. Two laps left to go in this race. Phil Lewis has reached the rear wheel of Greg Hansen. Phil Lewis makes the move up the hill on Greg Hansen. So the RM250 makes the pass on the KX500. Lewis into 3rd, Hansen now 4th. Sean can sniff a pass here as well. He's caught the rear wheel of Hansen as they come out of the woods here. This is a tricky right hander up the hill. It's very off-cambered there, very slippery. So Sean's looking to make the move on Greg Hansen as well, and follow Phil Lewis through. Andy Watkins still lurking there as well. This is an awesome four-rider battle for third position. So our warring riders make their way around the back marker here. Lap rider, the 751 machine, down the hill they go. So it's Lewis in third, Hansen in fourth, Smith in fifth, Watkins in sixth. Easy does it around the big off-camber horseshoe. Back on the gas, up the hill they go. Sean can sniff blood in the water here with Hansen. On the gas. No! He's on the floor. He's thrown the RM250 down the track. He's thrown the Dream Ride down the track. That is a first for that machine. The first time that bike has ever been crashed. Looks like Sean's okay. Looks like he's getting back on board. Oh no! Disaster! We've dropped some positions here. Hopefully that bike's not too damaged. Otherwise Sean will be in big trouble when he comes back to the pits, and I think he'll know that. Let's see how he can respond. Let's see how he can regroup here. He's dropped down the order to 7th position on this last lap, and I don't think he's going to be able to recover any more positions. So Sean heads down the hill in 7th position. He'll cross the line in 7th after running in a strong 4th place. Around the tree he goes for the final time in race 1. And across the line, Mark Eastwood takes the win ahead of Doug Duback, Phil Lewis 3rd, Greg Hansen 4th, Andy Watkins 5th, Jeff Barrett 6th, and Sean Smith in 7th position. Talk us through that race then, and bike's had another first as well, hasn't it?
Yeah. So, discovered that riding a 2006 RM250 with 2005 tyres, because that's what the dock number says, doesn't work too well when the ground's a bit hard. So I had a bit of a dirt sample, a bit of a slide, shall we say. But all good though, because we're doing an awesome repair on the rear mudguard.
But you was riding well before that, right?
Yeah.
In the mix?
Yeah, definitely riding well. Yeah, just how it happens, and it's just one of them, just a bit too eager on the throttle, and yeah, she just let go. But to be honest, I was struggling with grip most of the time, but you just persevere and get on with it. But I'm not making excuses. I fell off.
Onwards and upwards, right? Race 2.
Yeah, onwards and upwards for race 2.
So Sean's going to be looking for redemption here in the second moto of the weekend. Let's see what he can do in race 2. He's ripped a good start again, but not quite as good as Greg Hansen there, grabbing another big hole shot on the KX500. Doug Duback a fast start as well. Phil Lewis in a better position this time around. Also, he's in 3rd. Mark Eastwood there as well. So all the big hitters up in the mix. Jeff Perrett back there in 6th position. So like I say, all the big hitters up in the mix. Oh, Sean getting hung up with Doug Duback there in turn 3. That's allowed Flash Matt Gordon to make a move on Sean. He's on that number 19 machine there. But Sean on the gas, back past Gordon. So as we head into the woods for the first time, Sean is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th position, 7th position maybe. Andy Watkins is there trying to make a move, but Sean responds well, holding on to 6th position for now as they head towards the steps for the first time. Sean hangs on to 6th position. Jeff Perrett makes a mistake. Oh, so a big mistake from Jeff Perrett there, hangs up Sean, and Sean's lost 2 positions. 1 to Watkins, 1 to Thomas here on the 64 machine. So they are flat out up the hill for the first time in this second moto. Sean's been caught in some chaos on this first lap. He's dropped a couple of positions here, so he's going to have to make some fast moves if he wants to keep third and fourth place within sights here. So Thomas has made a move on Watkins. So Thomas is the man on the move in this one. He pulled the trigger on that double up the hill. He's fast down that downhill there. This is a flat out section. Sean makes the move on Andy Watkins then. So he's keeping Mr. Thomas on that number 64 machine within his sights as lap 2 commences. So Thomas is flat out in this second moto. He's had his Weetabix this morning. He's feeling it in this one. The track in prime race conditions. There's so much grip out there now. Perfect for these old two-strokes to let rip into the woods. Sean is all over the back of Thomas here. We head towards the famous Farleigh Castle steps. So steep down here. So our battling pair here have reached the back end of Phil Lewis and Greg Hansen. They are battling over third and fourth positions here. His two back and Eastwood have disappeared once again. Sean around the outside of Thomas. Can he make the move? Stick down the hill. Yes, he can. And he is sending it on board the RM250. Absolutely flat out two-stroke action. This is what we love to see. Up the hill they go. Phil Lewis cuts down, makes the pass on Greg Hansen down the hill. Can he complete it? Yes, he can. Phil Lewis into third position then on that RM250 of his. Hansen swings wide and Sean is reeling in the rear wheel of that KX500 here. Lap 2 comes to a close. Lap 3 has begun. So Sean needs to follow Phil Lewis through if he wants any chance of claiming a podium position here. He needs to make a quick pass on Greg Hansen. And he's all over the rear wheel of that KX500 now as they head into the woods. Swings wide on the gas up the hill. Can he complete the pass? Around the outside of Hansen, pass complete. Sean into fourth position now, and he's all over the rear wheel of Phil Lewis on the number 28 RM250. So Phil here is another hardcore member of the RM Army. I think he loves these Suzukis even more than I do. He certainly loves racing these old bikes, these old Suzukis. We've got some yellow on yellow action here. Two soldiers from the RM Army going toe to toe, bar to bar, wheel to wheel here. Sean's desperately trying to put the dream ride on the podium this weekend. And at the moment, Phil Lewis is standing in his way. This is going to be an awesome battle here as this race comes to a close. Phil leaves the door open, but swings wide. A nice line from Phil Lewis there, carrying his momentum around the off-camber horseshoe. On the gas, up the hill they go. Oh, look at the power of the dream ride. That front wheel coming up everywhere. So they cross the line. It is one lap to go in this moto. Then we've got some back markers to deal with here. Lewis is through, but Sean's getting caught up with these lappers. Oh, he's hung up badly. Oh, he threads a needle. He makes a pass. but I think he might have clipped that back marker. Hopefully he is okay. But Sean is fully focused on reeling Phil Lewis back in. We've got 3/4 of a lap to go. Sean is quick through the woods. Look at that, he's reeled in. Lewis there on the RM250. Half a lap to go now. Again, some more back markers to deal with for our battling pair. It's going to be a flat-out final lap then. Sean has closed the gap, but is this striking distance? Not yet, I don't think. He's going to have to make some brave moves down the hill. Flat out, Phil leaves the door open again, but he swings wide to close it. Oh, Phil didn't get the best of drives up that hill, allowing Sean to close in, but Sean eats a face full of roots there. There's maybe only one more chance for Sean to make a move, and that's down this fast hill, this fast downhill section, one of Sean's favourite passing places so far this weekend. He's on the gas, flat out. The door is open, but Phil closes it. Phil shuts the door in Sean's face. He's close, but not quite close enough to drag race towards the final turn. Phil protects the inside line and hangs on for third position. Eastwood gets the win, Duback second, Lewis third, Smith in fourth position. Race 2 in the book, are you recording?
Yeah.
Race 2 in the books, mate,
Yeah,
good
man.
performance there.
They're such short races, but yeah, I got a half decent start. I was good on off the gate. I've been third gear starts on this. Got no whole shot device, so I thought bang it in third gear and load it up. And it's been going out the gate real well. And that moto, it's had some really good battles, but unfortunately I get caught at the back of people, and I nearly went down a few times. His GoPro will show it all, you know. Especially with Perrett. how me and him didn't fall off, I don't know, because at one stage we were both looking at each other like this. But managed to claw myself back, and right on third, right to the checkered flag.
You sent it down that last hill. I was like,
I was literally that, you know, the corner at the top of the barn there, coming out of there.
He didn't get a good drive out of the bottom of the horseshoe, did you? So you were right on his rear wheel as you jumped up to the barn turn.
Yeah, but the barn turn and then down there, I was in top gear, and it was wide open, and it's my last chance. Do you know what I mean? You know, last chance saloon, and I thought, could I get him? But he squared the corner off, and so it was good moto. Yeah.
This close to a podium.
Yeah,
this
much
close,
better than the first one.
We know what to aim for tomorrow.
Yeah, and the bike is faultless. After the first moto, I wasn't so sure. She was like dead new, but in that second moto, mate, it's just a dream. Like I say, you know, when you're shifting through the gears, wide open, and it's peaking on the pipe, and it's just hooking through it. It's the most beautiful sound in the world. Yeah, it really is. So
let's do it again tomorrow. This Dream Ride series has been brought to you by Putoline. Putoline have products to lubricate, clean and protect your machines. We use Putoline MX9 in all of our two-strokes. Be sure to check them out next time you need to stock up on your essentials. And by 24MX. 24MX have you covered for all of your spares, hard parts, accessories, pit products and so much more. There's always great deals to be had on the 24MX website, so be sure to check out that link in the description down below. Now it's time for day 2 at the Field of Dreams. Can Sean continue the momentum that he built there at the end of Moto 2? Can he better that 4th place ride? The gates have dropped. We're about to find out. Race 3 is underway. Hansen with another flying start, but we've got a couple of Yamahas up the inside. Oh! Jeff Perrett absolutely punted Hansen off the track there. Completely unintentional, I'm sure. But Hansen goes flying wide. Duback with the race lead. Perrett in second, Eastwood third. Eastwood into second now actually, demoting Perrett into third position. Phil Lewis fourth, Sean Smith in fifth. That was a wild start to the day here at Farleigh Castle, the Field of Dreams. The track has been watered heavily overnight, as you can see, leaving it in treacherous conditions to say the least here. on the very first race of the day here for day 2. Sean has made a pass on Perrott in the woods, but Perrott is frisky this morning. He's back up the inside of Smith down the steps. And you can see just how slippery this circuit is right now. These guys are only the second race out this morning, so there's certainly not a lot of grip to be had out there at the moment. So it's going to be easy does it here in this first race. Or is it? These guys are sending it here on the first lap. There's been no sighting lap either. Sean Smith down the inside of Lewis. Oh, Jeff Perrott goes down. Smith nearly goes down there. Sean almost laid it down there as well. Just look how slippery that is. There's Perrott going down. There's an ice rink coming out of that turn and back up the hill. Here we are, lap 2. A bit of deja vu. Lewis versus Smith once again. 2 RM250s going at it for third position in the race. Lewis goes wide, leaving the door open to Sean. That's an enticing dangling carrot there. Oh, Sean goes down. He loses grip there, front and back. Look at Lewis leaving the door open, enticing Sean to try and make the move, teasing him. And Sean loses grip on the front and the rear, and he goes down. That's the second ever crash for the RM250 Dream Ride. Sean's off camber here, struggling to get the bike going. He's dropped right down the order. How can he respond? How can he recover? Sean took so long to get going there. He's dropped right down outside the top 15. And there's only going to be a couple of laps left for him to try and claw and climb his way back up the leaderboard. He's made a pass on Reed there. Doing all that he can to try and climb back through the ranks here, try and salvage a decent overall result. He was just on the ground for far too long. Makes the pass on Graham Ledge there. That puts him into 13th position on this last lap. But that is going to be as high as he can climb here in the third and penultimate race of the weekend. Across the line he goes in 13th position. Disappointing result for Sean there. He will not be happy with that. Okay, so third and penultimate race finished. As you see, it was a muddy and frustrating one, right?
Yeah.
Talk us through it, Sean.
Yeah, fluffed it, should I say. Yeah, just too eager, wanted to make the pass early, and then just decided to try and put a pass on the slipperiest part of the track, and it didn't work out, so went down. And it took a while to get fired up because I was off camber, little legs, had to get it into neutral, and just then moseyed back over the finish line. So a little bit disappointed. Well, I'm really disappointed, to be honest. But, I know I've got it. I know I can do it, but just putting it all together is another thing, and that's what motocross is about.
Right, so there's one more race to shoot for that podium. We've been this close to the podium all weekend long, and there's one more chance for it. One more race before we wake up from the dream and it's all over, Sean.
Yeah.
So make the most of it.
I'm gonna give it my all and put everything together.
And everything we've learned.
Yep. And then go for it. Yeah.
Let's do it. Fourth and final moto coming up next. What a ride! It's been an insane journey so far. This Dream Ride project has been something I've wanted to do for years, but I never thought we'd really be able to do it. Buying this machine and deciding to actually ride and race it was obviously a big gamble for us. But since that first kickstart, I haven't regretted my choice one bit. That first kick, first ride feeling is something that just cannot be replicated. We've made memories that will stay with me a hell of a lot longer than anything we could have done with this bike kept as a museum piece. And watching Sean race this bike today has been a pleasure and also a little bit painful at times. He's done an amazing job so far this weekend and for us this year, so in my opinion he really has earned his ride on the Dream Machine. So it all comes down to this, the fourth and final race of the weekend here at the Farleigh Castle Vets MX event. And what a weekend it's been. Let's see if Sean can finish on a high note. Let's see if we can wake up from this dream smiling. Race 4 is about to get underway. Here we go then. The board flips. Heads go down, revs go up. And the gates have dropped for the final time this weekend. The last ever gate drop for the RM250 Dream Ride. Dubac with a good start. And Smith, Sean comes out in second position. Come on, Sean! Yes! Dubac leads. Smith in second. Smith can sniff the lead here. Dubac leaves the door wide open. Oh, Sean, let's go! Let's go, Sean! Look at this. Sean can see the door wide open. He goes for the race lead. There's some contact between Dubac and Sean there. Oh, this is wide open, furious racing on lap 1 as we head towards the woods. We're in second position right now. We can smell the race lead. He tries to go around the outside of the back. Dubac holds strong as we head towards the back section of the woods. Sean cuts down on the gas up the hill. He's in the race lead. We have the race lead. But Dubac responds well. Dubac back into the lead. Oh my God, this is intense. It is so intense in this final race. Down the steps they go. Sean Smith battles with Doug Dubac for the race lead at Farleigh Castle on the RM250 Dream Ride. This is awesome. As they come out of the woods then, Dubac still leads. Sean having the ride of his life here in second position, trying to find a way to make a pass stick on the race leader, Doug Dubac, Dr. D, the legendary American racer. Up the hill they come. Oh, that is so cool. Dubac, Smith, Eastwood in third position, the front three stretching away from the rest of the pack. This is so cool. Dubac is a legendary AMA racer. Eastwood in third position behind Sean is a legend of British and Grand Prix motocross. And Sean, he's our friend. He's our channel test rider and he's mixing it up with these legends of the game. This is so cool. There goes Eastwood up the inside. Can he make the pass stick on Sean? Yes, he can. A big mistake from Sean there. Hang on to it, Sean. Oh, he's off out of the seat there. He's hit a big hole in that turn. Eastwood looks back to say, are you all right, mate? Yes, he is. Sean's hanging on to third position. What a start to this fourth and final moto. Sean's heart rate is going to be up there right now. I'm sure of it because I know mine is. So lap 1 comes to a close then. Dubac still leads Eastwood. Sean is right there still in third position. These front three have stretched away from the rest of the field already in this one. And Sean is keeping these front two, these lead riders honest right now. He's still there, right there, lurking in third position. If these two hang each other up, Sean is there, ready to pounce, ready to strike. And Dubac looks keen to put a stop to Eastwood's perfect weekend. Doug is having the best race of his weekend here in this fourth moto as well. Is intensifying. Sean using every inch of the track here as he jumps down the main hill at Farleigh. Those lead two riders still squabbling over first position. Like I said, if they hang each other up, Sean is there ready to strike, ready to capitalise. Eastwood up the inside of Dubac then. So Eastwood makes the pass stick. He is into the lead now on his CR250. And look at that. Sean is still right there. Let's see if Dubac can respond. So as they pass the mechanics area, Dubac is keen to strike back. He's up the inside of Eastwood. And he makes the pass for the lead. Dubac has responded. He retakes his race lead. So these two really could trip each other up here. It's a real possibility that Eastwood and Dubac might trip each other up. and Sean is right there in third position to clean up the mess if something happens up the front there. Eastwood looking to respond and counter back himself here to retake the race lead that he took just half a lap ago. And out the woods they come. Eastwood is into the lead. He's just too strong in that back section through the woods. And it looks like he's finally made that pass stick undug there. So Eastwood has a solid command of the race lead. Duback in second all by himself now. And Sean a lonely third place. But what a ride for our buddy, our friend, our test rider, our granddad, Sean Smith. This is what we've been dreaming of. This is what we wanted when we turned up here at Farleigh Castle. We wanted to put the dream ride, the RM250, on the box, and Sean is about to do it here in his fourth and final try. He charges up the Farleigh Castle hill for one final time here, letting that bike sing one final time. What a ride, what a performance, what a bike. Sean's going to do it. He's going to claim a podium position on the dream ride. What a day, what a weekend. Mark Eastwood takes the checkers for the win. Doug Duback follows him in second position, and rounding out the podium is Sean Smith on the RM250.
I'll put the kettle on for you.
Come on, mate.
Yeah.
Knew you had it in ya.
That's what it should have been like all weekend.
How did that feel, mate? You looked
No,
sweet.
it was mint, honestly. Yeah, couldn't fault anything really. Just a bit cautious on the slippy stuff, but you know, it's just how it is. But no, awesome moto. It felt good. You know, bike felt good. But well, bike felt, yeah, it's unreal. It's bedded in now. Do you know what I mean? There's no harsh suspension anymore. It's, yeah, it's like absolutely best fun I've had on a two-stroke in a long time. So yeah, smiles all round. And then as we landed,
Yeah!
yeah,
That's what it's about.
all good. See?
I'm emotional. That was
So,
wicked.
I
That
know.
was wicked.
To be up there with them was, yeah.
Oh, you
sick.
put it in so
Yeah,
hard
I
on
know.
Doug on that
I know,
third
yeah,
turn. I was like,
yeah,
come on!
Yeah, yeah.
And then, when you was in the woods for the first lap, my heart was going.
I got him up going up.
Did you?
Yeah, I got him. I switched back and got him up going up there, but he then switched back and he got the inside line going into the steps. He just took me out wide, and I had nowhere to go. So
Oh, my heart was pounded. I couldn't see what was going on. I was like, what's going to happen when they come out? Is he going to come out?
Yeah.
Came out second.
But yeah, to be, yeah.
To get stuffed up the inside by
Yeah,
Mark Eastwood.
you know what I mean, and
and
the
Doug.
do-back, do you know what I mean? You know, having a bit of a switcheroo and mixing it up was, yeah, it's unreal.
You did it, boys.
Living the dream. Live the dream.
Yeah, certainly in that
Good luck,
moto.
mate.
Yeah,
I could actually cry again. I know I've said it a lot in this series. That was awesome.
yeah, fun to watch.
You read the script, obviously, because
Yeah,
we want to end on a high, and that was a high.
Yeah, I think the last instruction you gave me was slowly catch a monkey. So yeah.
Right, what a ride, what a series. We're going to have more stuff coming on the channel soon. I don't know what it's going to be, but we're going to have some fun stuff coming
Yeah,
soon.
for sure.
So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Until next time, we'll see you at the track.